Good evening. It's September 10th, 2024. I'm at Carlsbad State Beach again. The purpose of this video is to address some of the things that have gone on over the last few weeks. I've spoken of the hypocrisy that I've dealt with in the Southern California reggae scene, including dub and dubstep's music. And I've addressed certain individuals who I expected to know certain things that either they don't know or they're choosing to ignore. This is about principles. The way it works is that if a person is going to claim certain spiritual status, such as being a Rasta, there are certain requirements of how a person should carry themselves and conduct themselves. I've expected certain consideration for these principles coming from a few people who I believe should know better. Mike of Akashic Records Reggae YouTube channel, and Fikir Amlak of his own work, who's also partnered with Mike. I reached out to them for help. I told them what I'm dealing with and who I am. They have both chosen to ignore me. This violates these principles of what is expected of conduct from somebody who is claiming to be a Rastafari person. I've spoken of this hypocrisy, and I cannot condone it nor tolerate it. I'm not just a normal person reaching out for help. As somebody who's actually practicing the faith to the best of my ability, this way of life, I seek to have a certain type of integrity. I expect this from others who also claim that they are seeking to live up to these principles, these standards. I don't know what has gotten into people to make them think that I should just be neglected and ignored in these ways. It isn't Rastafari to do those things to another person who's also practicing the faith. I cannot condone nor tolerate these things, because if I do, then it is a double standard. It's selective compassion. It's hypocrisy. If there was somebody, such as one of them, who's told me they've had a similar experience, I would seek to actually hear them out and see if there's something I can do to try to assist them as brethren. They like to throw that word around, brethren, bretta, brother, but they don't live up to these things. Is that how you want to be treated? It's not how I want to be treated. I don't treat people like that if I can help it. What is being done with the dubstep as music in this scene has me questioning what else is going on. Not just here in California, but in the UK, Jamaica, and all these other places where people are claiming this type of status. There needs to be a separation based upon the reality of whether or not somebody's actually seeking to live by these principles or not. You're either real or you're not. Why don't you talk to me like a man, Mike? Why haven't you told Fikir? And if you have, why isn't he talking to me? What's wrong with you guys? Why all the hypocrisy? Until proven otherwise, their music their whole scene it is fake Rasta. Prove me wrong. Or be a bunch of cowardly hypocrites. I don't care. It's not my bad karma. I get to defend the truth and the faith and uphold certain standards. And if you can't live up to it, it's not my problem. The alcohol at the reggae shows needs to stop. There is too much drunkenness. That is not the Rastafari way of life. If you have a problem with drinking, if you have a problem with drugs, talk to me. Don't promote it as if it's okay, because it is not. Trying to cover up these things or not addressing them is cowardly and dishonest, disingenuous. I don't condone it. That's not me. That's not who I am. That's not the way I live. I can't be attached to any of that. So I won't be. If you want to be actual godly people, you have to live a certain way. There's no shortcuts. There's no cheating. This is a lot more important than me getting what I want. or you, any of you, getting what you want. It's about what God wants. I'm certain that the Nyabingi and Bobo Shanti people would agree with me. Some of them have even said that reggae music is being used for wrong things. They've been saying it for decades about too much commercialization and imposters and things like this. These things should be defended rather than allowed to go to waste or be spoiled by the foolishness of some opportunistic parasites and hypocrites who want to try to do whatever they want to do, thinking that they have the right to do those sorts of things with something that it should be kept sacred. I've been speaking against the spirit of drunkenness at reggae shows in California for over a year. You don't get to make money off this stuff in these ways, making people sick while pretending you're spiritual, you sick freaks. That's it for now.